all doing? Welcome to my channel. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thank you for your continued support on this channel. Now today I am here with a video, a sympathetic video. I know most of you can attest to this, because somewhere along in your lifetime you have loved ones who passed away, and you know you have to live with it. Maybe you have more than one loved ones, but there's this one that stand out in your life. And I am telling you, I was just here, and I got emotional, and then I said, you know what, let I do a video on this, if I could talk it off and um be happy somewhat. So it's about losing my dad. My dad was a very special person in my life. From I can recall knowing myself, understanding things, my dad was very special in my life. Loving, caring, no nonsense person, but love, care, supportive, yes, supportive. And growing up, I fell in love with my dad. I have this love for him, you know. And yes, I love my mom. Yes, I love my mom. And you know, my dad was my favorite. Of both parents, my dad was my favorite. And school children in England knows that. Everybody who around me, they know they know that for me, my daddy, mommy will tell everybody she love her father more than me. And she didn't feel any way about it. She didn't feel any way about it. But I had a special love for my dad. I don't know, maybe because he was so caring, I could go to him asking for anything, and I am going to get it. Maybe not at the same time, but he will say, listen, I am going to make sure you get it, but not now. And I am going to get it. Even when I become an adult, my dad still plays an important role in my life. Anything at all I want him, I could call him, I could go by his house, and I said XYZ, and I am going to get it. I am going to get it. So yeah, this happens 10 years and counting, over 10 years ago. And trust me, I have my sad moments, I have my remembrance moments, I have my crying moments. I will wake up in the night and remembering him and start crying. On birthdays and Father's Day, I will be crying. I'll be crying. I can't recall going even 2 months without 2 months and not remembering my dad. No, I keep on remembering him, because there are times when sometimes you're in a little problem and you say, Jesus, if my father did that, me could have called him. I'm sure, yes, I have those moments and missing him a lot. And watching my father go through sickness and death wasn't an easy one for me. Wasn't an easy one for me. I have to go through a lot of prayers and all of those things, because at one stage I just feel like I was going to go crazy to see this man lying on a bed, can't say Huh? Nothing at all. I felt like I was going to die before him. But my father got ill, went to doctor, he did surgery. Um, for one thing, after the surgery finished, it was a different story, all of that. He went to several doctors for treatments, taking treatments, has his moments, his ups and downs. There were times when he was good and up and about, and there were times when he just sit down and everybody in tears, crying, and all of that. All right, but through his sickness, he never tells me what happened to him, even though I know he didn't tell me until when it was getting worse. It was getting worse because I know he was sick. He knows that I know he was sick because there were times when I um have to go to the hospital to give blood for him and all of those things. But he didn't tell me. But my grandmother, his mother, we sit down and we chat, and she explained everything and suffered to me. I didn't say anything to him. I just pretend as if I don't know what happened, as if he, normal sickness, and he goes to the doctor and whatever. Until it was getting worse, he said to me, XYZ, da 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 da. And I said, I know, why you didn't tell me? And he was like, I know you love to worry, you love to cry. I remember when your grandfather died, or your behavior and all of that. And so I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. And I said, okay, that's okay. But I knew. And he smiled and so forth. There were moments when I'm home, or after 7 nights, I got calls. You need to come. Your father is asking for you. I will rush out in nights and go to visit him. When I go, he was there lying down. I go and I, rub him down and I talk to him, smile and him talk to him. Everybody shock. Oh, this man don't respond to nobody from morning, and as you come, he responded. I said, well, I don't know. And all of that until it boils down where he was at, until it's things were getting worse with him. He stopped working for a while. He stopped working, couldn't work anymore, and all of that. And he was admitted in the hospital. He was admitted in a hospital, and doctors give up on him. Yes, doctors give up on him. He wasn't taking anything. Nothing was staying down. Family gathered around. We were crying and all of this and so forth, until we think this was the end of it. The next day we went. He was much better than the day before. I can't recall when one nurse said to us, when I dead, no dash way. When I dead, no dash way. And do as much as you can for your son, your dad, your uncle. That's what he was saying to the family. Do what you can for him. And I remember I said, okay, well, get him some insurance. We can try and feed him the ensure through a tube and see if he will keep doing that, because they thought he was going to die even that night, the night before. And so days go by and he was still there. I recall I wasn't taking it easy at all. I tried to be at the hospital every single day. as I leave work, and I leave work 3:30 in the evenings. And as I leave work, I am by the hospital, sitting down, waiting on 6 o'clock. Because 6 o'clock was the last visiting time. And I sat there evenings upon evenings outside waiting for 6 o'clock to come to go in. I mean, persons were saying, why you have to go so early? I said, I don't know, I just want to be there. Probably something can come up and me see my go out, or they want somebody and I'm there. So I sat there, nurses know me now and all of that. And I sat there and I waited until 6 o'clock. We go in. I went in, and you know what? I have family members there at every visiting hours. So while I'm at work, I can call somebody and said, you went, what happened, and all of that. Until, but when I go in, and then I saw him lying there, can't say anything, and all I did was just cry. As you said, you know that I'm a crier. All I did was to stand there, or I sat there by the bedside, and I started to cry. I cry until 8 o'clock, when visiting time up, because I'm not leaving until visiting time up. So I'm there sitting down, my family, everybody there. And then the next evening it's the same thing. But going by the hospital and leaving 8 o'clock, coming home in the night wasn't easy for me. I couldn't sleep. Once I lie down, it's just him, that, and everything. And I am just there waiting on that news, because it's getting worse. And all I can hear is just death news. I am going to lose my father. I am going to lose the best man in my life. I am going to lose a lover. And I was just like going crazy. I couldn't sleep. I bed, not even eat. God bless what I eat. And I lie in my bed. The TV is on. Me don't know if me I watch a movie or me not watch it. But when me look, they light. And I don't sleep. And then I realized that I was getting weak. Nerve was like, my nerve system was breaking down. My mom tried to talk to me, but she knows the love. My grandmother, she talks to me. My aunties, cousins, everybody tried to counsel me. But I have to go. And like, skip an evening. No, I have to go every evening. Until the week when he died. The Sunday was the last I went to the hospital to visit him. He died the Friday morning. And I went the Sunday evening to visit him. My grandmother, all the family members were there. Auntie, sisters, brothers, cousins, everybody gathered around the bed, and we were there and crying again. Everybody crying, because trust me, it was a hot mess for me. And I know other family members too. And I can recall, after the visiting hours there, and we were all waiting on our vehicle to take us home, my grandma came over to me and she said to me, listen, I don't want you to come back here. This is not saying I'm telling you not to visit or whatever, but I don't want you to come back here. I want you to stay home. We can't afford to lose you and your dad at the same time. She said, I want you to stay home. I want you to pray. I want you to relax. Don't come and visit him so often because you're not taking it lightly, and I don't want to lose you. We can't afford that. And I was like, Mama, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? She said, yes, it is for your own good. It is for us. I know your dad don't want this. Just relax for this week and you can come back the weekend to look for him. But don't leave your work and come and sit and all of that because you're not sleeping, you're not resting. She saw it. She saw it. And I said, okay, I'm going to listen to my grandma. And I came home, I said to my mom, my brother, and so forth. And they were saying, okay, your grandma speak, listen, do what she says. And I do as she says. I didn't go. But I keep calling 24/7 for update. I tell you, there were times when in the nights, I turn off my phone. Turn off my phone. I don't want any call because I don't want to get that call in the night. So I turn off my phone. So this is what these are things that I have to live with. Can't sleep, turning off my phone, waiting on sad news, and I have to turn off my phone, keep my phone off because I don't want the call until the Thursday night, because he died a Friday. The Thursday night's a call. My auntie talked to me. She went. My cousin went, and they saw him, and I asked them what was going on, and they told me. The Friday morning, remember, I don't sleep, so I get up early because I don't sleep, or maybe I just nap. So I get up early to get ready for work. So I got up. I was in the bathroom. And I heard the door knock. I heard knocking on my front door. And then I listened, and then I heard my auntie's voice. Mummy, Mummy, because that's my pet name. Mummy, Mummy. And the moment I heard her voice, I broke down in tears because I knew my dad died. I could hardly get out of the bathroom. I didn't know where the door was, nothing like that. Anyways, I walked to the front door, I opened it, and I opened it. I was crying, and then she hugged me, and she was crying, and we were there crying. Because as I opened the door, I said, my father dead. Same as I said, my father dead. And she said, yes. I said, yes. She said, yes, your dad died this morning. Your dad died this morning. They call us and to tell us that he died. And we were there hugging for a while. And she said, I am on my way to the hospital. Do you want to come? Because we're going to see him. I said, no. I don't want to see him. I don't want to. And she says, okay. She says, okay, I am going to leave now. I am going to leave now, and I'm going by the hospital. So I'll let you know what happened. And I said, okay. No, I went in and I was crying, comforted by my mom and other family members, and I was crying. And I was like, I can't go to work. So I call a co-worker and I explain and tell them what happened. And I said, okay. And I pass it on to the ends and so forth. And but while I was there, like a voice said to me, go to work. Your co-workers are cheerful persons. You know, being around them, you will laugh. No, and then you're gonna be here crying. Then you have to go by his house, and everybody's there crying. You're gonna break down. I tell us everybody is shaking up. Girl body is shake, so shake, so shake. So you know, I not even drink nothing. And I put on my clothes and I head out to work. When I stepped in, everybody was shocked because they were saying, "You're really here?" I said, "Yes, I'm here because I need you people to cheer me up for the day." Because remember, it's a Friday, so I have the entire weekend to go by. Them, you know, we're crying and all of that. And so I went, my co-workers, you know, cheer me up, you know, even though I cried in between, they tried to cheer me up, pray for me, and all of that. But trust me, guys, it wasn't easy for me. I didn't take it lightly. Even through that, my grandmother has to get people to pray for me. Even on the funeral day, the morning before the funeral, my grandmother have to call up her church members and they have to come from circle around me to pray for me so I could be strong to go to the funeral. At one stage my grandmother said, listen, I don't think she's gonna be at the funeral. And I was lying there in the bed and hearing all the talk and I couldn't respond. I was trying to say, yes mama, me go in. But you can't hear me, there's no sound coming out. Yes mama, me go in. And after those church members came and they prayed for me, I was feeling much better. Crying still, but I was feeling much better. And I managed to go, yes, to take part in whatever they were doing there. Yes, the only thing I can't recall, I didn't remember anything by the graveside. I know I went there. I know I went there. Know the casket was open, and I don't know anything from there. Nothing at all. When I woke up and come back and can realize I was in my grandmother's house lying down with people standing around me. Standing around me. They were just standing there praying, fanning and hoping that she she recovers. People were there. Um so I didn't see the final put away of my dad. I didn't see the final. The next day I went by to look at the grave and all of that. But trust me, losing a loved one, and I lost many loved ones. Losing a loved one is not easy. And losing my dad was not easy, and it is still not easy for me. Still not easy for me. I still have my dad's phone number. I still have the phone number stored in my chip. Still have that phone number. I don't call it or anything, but I still have that number in my phone. Wishing I could call my dad and say, Dad, how are you? Are you okay? Yes, da 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 da. Can you help me with so and so? And all of that. But no, I don't have him. I don't have a dad. And I'm still missing him. I'm still missing him. I'm still crying over him. He's the man of my life. He's the man of my life. But who am I? God knows best. He made the decisions. So who am I? I just have to work with it. Cry. Remembering him. pray, and so forth. So with this we have come to the end of this little, well, a little story. Yes, a little story time. Reflection or remembrance of my dad. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and tell a friend to tell a friend about this channel. Alright, until then, see you next time. Bye.